Hey, what's going on, folks? You already know who it is. It's your host, Yaboyrocklee Lee, and today we are jumping into the top 5 anime that is currently airing right now. We're doing something totally different, all right? Now, we're not talking about the best anime of all time. We're not necessarily even talking about the most popular because one of these might shock you. Depends on how well you know me. Anyways, these are animes that got me checking the schedule, or just things I'm looking forward to, or things I'm thinking about after the episode ends. All right, so let us jump into it, guys. If you guys are subscribed, you like doing this, you want some more of my thoughts, interested in those kinds of things, make sure you subscribe, drop a comment, let me know. All right, so the first one up is actually an easy one. Well, I shouldn't say easy, but it's Claventus, folks. I really like this show. I actually cover it with my wife on the main Yaboyrocklee channel where we react. I like the show because it's different. It's very dark humor, and Alicia is what I consider a compelling protagonist. And what makes her work is that she faces real struggles as a child. Basically, child soldier, child warrior. She's grown up fighting for her nation, really trying to make her father proud. You really see that moment. She was just a young girl that wanted to fight for her country, and she remains relatable and human despite the impossible circumstances that she's dealing with this homie Claventus. Here's what's also brilliant. Even though she is the protagonist, you can clearly understand the demon Claventus side. His land was invaded. They was trying to kill him. His perspective makes complete sense. From my understanding, he wasn't even trying to invade these people. He was just chilling, and they attacked him. One quick second. Now, further along, as we watched in the episode, guys, he was not trying to... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something different. I am going to... No. I got it. I'm gonna keep talking because I'm gonna add an edit into the video. You guys will see what the edit is. Anyways, Claventus, child soldier. Oh, okay. So in the most recent episode, you had him trying to, or you see that he's understanding humans, and there's gonna be multiple sides where it's not just demons versus humans. It's gonna be humans versus demons versus humans and demons versus demons. There was a power vacuum that Claventus left, and when he destroyed the human kingdom that Alicia was fighting for, and all these humans are coming in. In my opinion, the humans probably said all demons is bad demons. There are legitimately bad demons, is my massive assumption. So they ran up on Claventus because they're trying to expand, and they got attacked. And my thing is, I don't necessarily know if they had a need to attack, but there's also a prophecy. So I'm just giving the king the benefit of the doubt, and all I know is it's not going to be a black and white issue. We're learning more about the world. We're learning about how trash people can potentially be, and Claventus is not going to be a black and white character. He also has like these limits that is very interesting to follow. So like he could intervene in certain ways, but he doesn't want them to know that he's not guarding his mountain, So we have not just convenient, we have story driven methods that will force the story to be resolved by Alicia. Okay, Claventus, he can only really use his powers when it's isolated and it's not really going to like become widespread that he was here or that he's using his powers. So that is dope. That's how you keep Saitama, your one punch person, out of the story where they can easily just clean up any problem. Anyways, that's probably my longest one I'll talk about. Shield Hero, I actually have nothing crazy to say about Shield Hero. That's one of the underrated ones that just happened to make it on my list, and I just like Shield Hero. There really ain't nothing deep to it. It's the same trash politics that I'm used to. The characters are trash, and Naomi is done with it. And I just like to watch how people give him a hard time, and I like to watch characters be, trash. Everyone is constantly scheming and backstabbing. It's like the anime game of Game of Thrones energy. It's messy. It's frustrating for y'all. It ain't frustrating for me. I love it. All right, folks. Number 3, very simple, is Dan to Dan. I'm not even going to talk about the other ones as much as I talked about Claventus. I'm sure of it. Dan to Dan ain't that deep, but then again, it is. Excellent execution of comedy, non-stop fun in the middle of horror. You still have things you can laugh at while simultaneously feeling sick to your stomach. The contrast of these feelings is something I enjoy, but I don't necessarily get sick to my stomach. It's supposed to make you stick to your stomach, but you already know Lee got a strong stomach. Anyways, the show knows exactly what it's doing. It'll have you cracking up while something is genuinely disturbing, and that's happening right in the background. And you have to respect chaos when it's intentional. Gigi was absolutely him as of season 2, episode 3. I like him. He made underwear fighting in whitey tighties look gangster. You know, if you're gonna be out there whitey tighties, you gotta have immaculate form, and that's what the homie Gigi was teaching us, or had on display. So Dan is really fun right now. Moving on to the next one, we got Togepi's Original Sin. Fantastic. Honestly, it could be number 1 for me. It really could. It's a toss-up, but anyways, here's what you got. You have horrible choices, horrible parenting, leading to the degradation of their kids. You start off thinking that this is going to be an alien fairy tale creature that can fix this girl's life by manipulating time. Nope, throw that out. Don't need it. Then you find out each episode completely changes the direction of the story. I don't know what's going to happen with this girl. It's a chain reaction of trauma starting from the sins of our parents. And funny thing, from a Christian point of view, that's exactly why mankind is in this position in the first place. From a biblical perspective, the only reason we are suffering in life is because our forefathers, Adam and Eve, done ate the fruit. So here we are. So depending on what your religious background is, you probably have a story that's similar or something that you believe in similar. Somebody did something dumb. Somebody opened up Prometheus' box. Someone ate the fruit. Somebody in mankind has done something dumb, and we all got to pay the price. You start to now I'm gonna skip that other part I was gonna say. So, like I said, you thought this girl was gonna be saved as of the latest episode. No, you first think that Togepi is gonna go back in time and save her. Nope. Then you think that we're gonna have a murder go on, like that we're gonna pretend that we're Marin and just kind of move on. Nope, you Dolson found it. These kids are not gonna really be able to do a good enough job of hiding anything. Last episode, dang it, I thought I had this pulled up. Oh, I do have it pulled up. I got everyone's name. Give me a second. Marina, it's Kuze, right? Azuma. You really think that Azuma's just gonna be him as of episode 4 of Togepi Sin? He's a very smart kid. He's the smartest kid in his class, and you really think that he's gonna be able to do everything to cover this up? But he's smart, but at the end of the day, he's still a kid. And even adults have a hard time getting away with murder. Sometimes. It depends. Anyways, the episode focused the entire time on like just the battles that he was going against with his mother and the insecurities that he was dealing with. And because he was craving for the recognition of his mother, and he meets a girl that looks exactly like his mother, or at least resembles his mother, that mommy affection that he's been craving for him, he's just gonna get it from Shizuka. He's just gonna get it from Shizuka. It's crazy. He's willing to do anything for Shizuka until his brother finally was there for him. Well, he's always been there for him until his brother was able to break him down. And nah, it was a sweet moment. His brother was there for him, but he took on the blame, didn't he? He took on the blame. He knows he can connect with his brother. He hugs his brother. His brother hugs him. He's like, I gotta tell you something. He's going to take on the blame. And I just think it's wild what Shizaka is going to do, or how she's going to go through her journey. This man has taken on the blame. That's my understanding from my recollection from that story. And she's like, well, don't need them. Time to go on to Chappie, and just going to keep moving. So I'm like, what? The police are gonna be looking for her soon. Maybe not. Is Asuma gonna crack when he's in jail? Like, what do we do with this girl and what she's going through? It's completely an open chapter. She's going to find out that Chappie's dead, is my thoughts as an anime only. You don't have to tell me. Let the story reveal itself. And what's she gonna do? She's still gonna die at the end of the story. We got 2 more. So it just has so much open-endedness, and I'm just excited. And when things are delivered, It's not supposed to be funny, but I'm like, yo, this is so hilariously twisted, man. But that's that. So anyways, that's Togepi's Original Sin. Now we're going to talk about my #1 pick, and it's The Summer Hikaru Died. It's just fun, guys. It's just fun. It depends on how your mind works, but you've got this alien boy and this human boy. They're into each other. They're clearly into each other. Some freak stuff happens in ways you don't expect. The homie entered the other homie, and I think this is just entertaining. Now I'm going to be real with you. I got to sugarcoat this one. I don't really feel like it's a show I can speak on freely due to the underlying themes. There's heavy underlying themes, and if you misstep even once, cancel culture is going to get at me. So I like the mystery. The supernatural aspect definitely has my attention, but there's a little spice that's going on that's not conventional in media. And because it is a Japanese anime and not American, there's certain things they're not really going to shove in your face the way you are normally exposed to in a lot of Western media. So they are what they are, and that's just going to be that. I don't know how direct the show is going to go about it. I mean, they're pretty direct. I mean, the show is actually direct, but I don't know about what philosophy they're going to try to portray to, like, if you don't agree with certain things, like, they're going to try and make you agree. I don't think they're really going to do that. I think they're just going to tell a story, and the boys are the way they are, and there's because one's an alien, there's going to be some freaky stuff happening, not the conventional way that humans would do anything together. And you see how I had to walk the line as I'm even explaining why I like this show? In the video, the boys were getting close to each other, and I guess I shook my head. I shook my head the entire video. Like, yo, what's happening? What's happening? Somebody commented, why do you keep shaking your head in his own video? Do you find this disgusting? Yo, one is an alien, fam. One of the boys is an alien. But the point is, if it's a regular, I shake my head during a lot of reactions. And if it's let's just say it's Dan to Dan and I shake my head, nothing. No one is questioning me. I shake my head during Hikaru's Dead, people gonna say stuff to me. And it's like I can shake my head at every other anime but this one. I clearly can't be myself when I'm watching Hikaru's Dead, because things that I do normally for various things, if I do it in this one, people are going to look for things. People are going to look for things. And that's that. Like, yo, I like the anime. That's the bottom line. I like the anime. I had to really search my mind. Here's what it is. I'm not like, if let's see. Nah, I'm not gonna pull up that. The only way I generally will enjoy watching humans be all up on each other, being very affectionate, is if I am into one of the humans. So if the humans are doing things together, but I am not necessarily into either human, I'm not really going to be too excited. I mean, I might be excited, but I might, like, what are they doing? 'Cause I'm not into either one of the beings. So that's what you see. I had to like really figure out the right choice of words. It would have nothing to do with their orientation. If I just can't imagine myself with either one of them, right? That's just gonna be that. It could be two ladies, it could be guy and girl, it could be guy and guy. It doesn't really matter. As long as I can't envision myself with either one of them, it's not gonna be something I'm gonna want to see. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna be, oh my god, I can't look at this. I might be like, oh my god, they're gonna do it. Or, yo, this is crazy, they're gonna do it. Or no, they're gonna do it. It could be any variation of reaction. Might be like, it could just be I look down. The funny thing is, depending on who it is, I can actually go, ugh. But certain people, if they're doing that, I won't go, ugh, because I already know that you just can't do that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you can make an excuse for something, but let's just say you call people monkeys all the time. Let's just say that. I'm just going to go with that one. You call people monkeys all the time. You see me and director just pop up on the screen. You can't say monkeys in that. Even though you always say monkeys, you just gotta nah, monkeys. You can't call me and Director Nasty monkeys, even though you call everyone else. You just can't. Some people might disagree with me, but it's like, come on, you know? So anyways, you have to just be respectful, but the point is, this is the anime that I'm enjoying the most right now. I look forward to whatever's going to happen, and it's pretty close with Takapi's original sin. It just depends on which each episode does. It just makes me think. Now there's others. Sakamoto Days can get on this list pretty much at any time. Lord of Mysteries. If I could just understand it more, they just slow down the pace and for everything to just like, oh, it can make this list. This is probably like a podcast. You know what? I'm gonna figure that out. But anyways, back to Lord of Mysteries. I want to talk about. I think Lord of Mysteries is a fantastic show. My peers are often talking about it on Twitter, and my 2 cents with Lord of Mysteries is because it's a fast-paced show and they talk a lot of times without a lot of emotion. I feel like a lot of things can easily be missed because things aren't being reinforced with certain cues that jog memory or let you know that this is particularly important. Without that function happening, as the anime keeps dropping more episodes, there's foundation pieces that are not sticking with individuals' heads. And I feel that without those pieces, it will cause people not to enjoy it as much as they should. I see that this is a great story. Oh my God, it's a great story. I see that if I had more time on my hands to just, you know, give it a couple of rewatches and or read the novel, if I was into reading books, and like, yo, this is fantastic. I see it. I think they should double the episode length and give us more information. No. Less information in a digestible format. So double the episodes, give us less information in a digestible format. And I think you have contender for anime of the year kind of a situation. Not saying it's anime of the year, not saying that. I said contender. So I don't have anything else to say. I'm gonna think about where to put this as far as my podcast goes. But yeah, I just thought about that as I was going down this list. I got myself in trouble at Tekapi's original sin. I just to let you guys know, if you care, like I wrote out my thoughts on what I was going to say, and they're like bulletin points, just real quick bulletin points. And then I was like, I know enough that I can freebase Tokapi's original sin, though I like it so much. There's little elements towards the end. I was like, oh, I'm freebasing, but I'm wrong. I remembered this wrong. I shouldn't have done that. So that was me just talking about how I felt. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. I'm going to head on out. I'm Yaboyrocklee Lee. You already know. Subscribe if you haven't. If y'all want more videos like this, let me know. I think I've done a lot better job than I had in the years before because I just couldn't do this. So I think if I just do it, I'm going to get better anyways. So I'm out. Guys, quick reality check for the collective, which is you, our audience. That's my nickname for the Rock family. We're hitting 1.5 million views on a monthly basis, and that's iconic. But 71% of you guys haven't subscribed yet. That's almost 1 million people who are watching, but not subscribed. Now, if just 10% of those viewers hit the subscribe button, we would add nearly 100,000 new members to the Rock family, the collective, overnight. That kind of growth would change everything. What? Better content, more variety, higher production value, all the things I read you guys ask for in the comment section. So subscribe. And if you really want to be part of Rock family, you can also turn on all notifications. Thank you.